This is our pride and joy here. This one came in 2021. It's a 2.494 ounce nugget, right at 3 ounces.
That's crazy.
Came out of North Carolina between Lexington and Winston-Salem. They were using a 4-inch dredge to bring that one up. So there's still a lot of gold around here. If you're ever in the woods and you hear banjo music run.
Okay. It might be me. How's it going?
Oh, we're having a good day.
My name's John.
Hey, John. Good to meet you. I'm Bill Brewer. And this is Joe Wilson.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
One of my sidekicks here.
So I'm in Statesville with you guys now. I just came here from Asheville, North Carolina. And I heard a lot of good things about your store. Can you tell me kind of what you have here and what your specialty is?
I appreciate it. Yeah, one of the specials we have is the gold prospecting equipment, but we also do the coins, gold and silver coins, a little bit of ammo.
Okay.
Rocks and minerals, so we cover a large portion.
I saw on the way in here like a sluice box, so you're getting a lot of gold nuggets pulled out of rivers around here?
We're doing pretty good on that. We've got a lot of people bringing it into us.
Okay.
This is some of the flakes and all that they have been getting up with. And this is our pride and joy here. This one came in 2021. It's a 2.494 ounce nugget, right at 3 ounces.
That's crazy.
Came out of North Carolina between Lexington and Winston-Salem. They were using a 4-inch dredge to bring that one up. So there's still a lot of gold around here. We're looking forward to this season as it's opening.
So with these nuggets, I know they're not 24 karat when they come out of the ground. What's the average carat that they would be?
North Carolina usually runs about 22.
Okay.
You may find it down as low as 20 sometimes, and then as high as 23. But this one here tested out about between 20 and 21. It's got a lot of the impurities into it, as you can see here, which is part of the dirt that it came out of. But a guy was running a 4-inch dredge on that, and when he came across that, and he actually just picked it up off the bottom of the creek.
If only I could be so lucky one day.
It's hard to do, yep.
So I'm not familiar with gold nuggets. Is it like the bigger the nugget is, the more value it has because it's more rare?
Yeah, that one there is right at 3 ounces, and right now with gold like it is, it's what, $2,200, so it'd be about $6,600. I've been offered $15,000 by 4 people for that nugget.
Wow.
It's the scarce nugget out of North Carolina to come in that size, but they are still there and people can still find them. And we encourage them to get out. But it's like I say, when you're messing with gold and nuggets and flakes and all, what you need to do is take it as a hobby. Get out and enjoy the outside, leave the televisions alone and all the electronics. Get out there, spend time with your friends and your family. Get in nature. And gold is a bonus then.
Okay.
So if you find gold, it's just extra for your pleasure. So that's what I say.
So let's say I wanted to go out and find some gold tomorrow. What would I need?
$10 pan.
$10
We got
pan.
them for about $3. You go in the creek and start learning how to pan.
Okay.
And that's all you need to start it.
All right.
It doesn't take much at all.
Would you mind showing me one of these sleuth machines that you have over here? Am I saying that right? Sleuth?
So we carry quite a few different ones of those. I'll pick out one of the smaller ones and maybe show you how it basically works. Because these basically are the ones you put down in the creek. And what you'll do is allow the water to flow in here. You'll dump your dirt. It'll push it through. Now, when you're regularly panning, if you're just panning with a pan, you can take a 5-gallon bucket. It may take you 4 or 5 hours to pan through it. But with this, you can take 8 or 10 buckets and run it through here. When you get done, you'll have about that much cons left. And that's all you have to pan in. That's where your gold's going to be. Because it causes a low depression area up underneath these riffles. And when it comes across with the water flow and drops, it kicks the heavies back inside here.
Very cool.
When you get done, you take this out of the creek, you take it apart, you clean the carpet. And that's where your gold is laid up at.
Very cool.
And you'll set it maybe 1 inch per foot as a drop onto it. So it's not very, very deep that you have to go with it.
Okay. Well, thank you for explaining that.
Now this is a gold cleanup machine. All we do with this, we take maybe the concentrate that we might have left over,
Okay.
pour it in here. The water flows and rushes down, and then all you do is take your paintbrush, and it separates it and just leaves the gold up here, and you put it in the vial. When you get done, you undo the vial, which I think this one has some gold left in it. Yeah, has gold left in it from the last time somebody held it.
Oh wow, very cool. Man.
I got a question about it. Like if someone wants to do that, like if they're out hiking, say in the mountains,
Yeah.
or somewhere, in the foothill area, could you just go out into any basic water flow area, like a creek or something like that, and do that? Like, is there certain places that you get more gold at than others?
Not necessarily in North Carolina. There are some places you're not allowed to do that. The federal parks and the state parks, most of them you cannot go into. They don't even want you to take rocks out of it, much less leaves.
Like state parks.
Yeah, and you have to go through, get permission from the landowners if it's for private.
Okay.
But just about every creek in North Carolina has some gold in it. We've got miners from all the way other side of Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, coming back up into the mountains of this end.
Cool.
So it covers quite an area.
Now you all might find me in the creek tomorrow.
There you go. Well, you hit the honey hole, and that's where you make your money at. But like I say, get out and just have fun. Get away from everything.
Okay.
Give your time to get yourself ready and calm down with the other day's activities, and you can enjoy it.
I remember learning a long time ago, and correct me if I'm wrong. This guy was saying that basically from Asheville, where I live, up in the mountains, everything from there all the way to the coast is nothing but sediment that started in those mountains.
A lot of it,
So that's
because the Appalachian Mountains used to be higher than the Rocky Mountains, and it's eroded itself down. Now, most of our gold is probably 100 to 150 feet in the creeks. So we're dealing with placer gold, which was a lot of that was moved down by the glaciers that came through, and the eruptions of different volcanoes would bring it to the top of the land and leave little creviced areas where the veins are formed. And that's what's breaking off and giving us the small gold that's coming down.
Cool. Thank you for saying that.
Yep. So it's a lot been evolved for many, many years as to getting the gold into North Carolina. But it's pretty fertile around here. Like I say, about every creek around here's got gold in it.
North Carolina, correct me if I'm wrong, was the first state that gold was found in the United States.
Yeah, that was, I guess it was 1700s. John Reed down at Stanley County, Reed's Gold Mine. It's a historical site now. You can go visit that and have a good time going into the caves and all. But it's well worth the visit down there. On the larger machines, we handle basically two. This is by action mining. This is a shaker table, so it actually vibrates
Oh wow.
and separates the gold for people. This is a used machine, but it still works pretty well. And you set your gold up to the top, it'll feed down to the bottom, and it'll shake and loosens up all the black sands, and you can clean the gold out then.
Very cool.
This is a new King. This is a water trommel. It runs actually off of the flow of water to spin this trommel piece.
Okay.
And then we've got the 3-inch. So what this one will do, these machines here will pick up rocks that large and send it through the sluice box.
Wow.
Now these are working the same way on that little sluice. Everything works by gravity with gold, because gold is heavy. If you take a 5-gallon bucket of gold, it will take 19 5-gallon buckets of water to equal to the same weight.
Okay.
That's how heavy gold is.
And this is like a vacuum, basically?
Yeah, all you do, you connect this up, it does the reverse suction, you stick it to the bottom of the creek, and it actually sucks the bottom up. Pulls it through here and runs it out, and this is your cleanup.
Okay.
You take it apart and your gold and your black sands, the concentrates will be there. This is made by Proline out of California, and this is a Keen model. This is also a 3-inch. 3 inches is about the largest one I've got now. Pretty easy to handle. It's still 200 and some pounds.
Yeah.
But we have smaller ones, like the one behind you.
Oh wow. Yeah, that looks.
That one's probably about 125 pounds.
It's still pretty heavy.
Yeah, but we have even smaller than that. We have a 2.5, similar to that runs on these pontoons. And they're like 70 pounds for the whole unit, but you're running a 2.5-inch rock to it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's worth the weight if you're pulling up big chunks of gold.
You take the motor off, haul the unit down, pull the motor onto it, and you're ready to go again. Yeah, these go with those dredges downstairs that we were looking at, the big floating ones. If you look at the size of this one, that's a nozzle. That will handle as big a rocks as will go through it.
Wow.
So that's a 5-inch, so it'll handle a 4 3/4 inch rock. So that's how much power these things have got. You don't want to put your arm down inside it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it's got a lot of pressure. So this is all the rebuild stuff. We carry quite a bit of that.
Okay.
And all your gold pans. It doesn't take much to get started, just a good gold pan and a spot to go.
Are the pans all pretty much the same, or is there a certain style that you recommend?
No, you've got different styles. The Garrett pan, it's got a pretty deep size riffle here.
Okay.
This is one I like. It's easy to control, easy size to handle. And then you got the Super Sluice, which is quite a bit bigger. It's got a deeper riffle into it.
Okay.
But you got a bunch of different variations you can go. This one here has 3 different riffles. It's even what they call a snake skin. Real close.
Okay, yeah.
That's for a lot of your fine concentrations. Then you got the weird looking pans. You got your La Trappes. You can handle it like this. You got the octagons.
This is cool. I didn't even know all these existed. So you say this one's your favorite here?
Yeah, that's the one on the other side of that is the one I like to use. Then you got your easy pan, which is lopsided.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's got a good catch here. And your biggest thing is trapping that black sand and that gold. And this you can do pretty aggressively so far as panning it down and catching that heavy weights. And then you just turn it to the other side and use that to clean it out. So
very cool.
So they have all different shapes, sizes. If this is called the gold claw.
Huh.
You put your concentrates in here, and this is your panning area. Then you've got pyramid pan, which is more octagon.
Wow.
Then one other pan, which they call the banjo pan.
Ooh.
If you're ever in the woods and you hear banjo music run.
Okay. It might be me.
But this you put it in, and this is a mini sluice. Once you get it constant there, you can run it down. This is a trap for your gold, and this is for your fine gold. Then all you do is pop this out, slide it, clean it out, and you're ready to go.
That's pretty cool. I think that's my favorite one so far. Maybe just because I like the banjo.
All of them's a lot of work. Just go out and have fun with it.
Now, I notice there's different colors. Like, my brain kind of feels like blue would be...
Blue is a good color. They've done a lot of testing onto it. The green is excellent. The black, some people have trouble seeing the black sands and all and mixing the gold. Because a lot of times when you're dealing black sands, the gold will hide underneath of it, whereas the other colors brings it out. Personally, I like what they call a terracotta, which is a kind of an orange brown color.
Okay.
And that's it seems like the gold jumps out at me like that.
Interesting.
I'm testing a few right now on that level, see if we can't get them started.
Nice. Okay.
These are classifiers. So we deal with the rock hounders too. If they're looking for gems and minerals,
Yeah.
they can get classifiers, shrink it down, and pull the gems and minerals out. Because North Carolina is one of the #1 states to find all the gems around.
It's Franklin, right? Is that where
Yep.
they're all coming from? Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. Within 15 miles of here, you got the Hiddenite
Okay.
mine, and their piece is the only place in the world that you can find that particular type of emerald is right there. Well, we have all the rock hammers and stuff like that for the rock hounds. We got tumblers and any kind of equipment you want to have fun. There's nothing in this shop you need to live off of. It's all gonna be for fun.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Yeah, I remember learning a while ago about North Carolina has emeralds and diamonds and rubies and gold, everything that Africa has, because a long time ago this used to be attached to West Africa.
Yeah, I've got one piece of the Hiddenite up there. It's about that long, and it's valued at over $1,000.
Oh, really?
Maybe 3 times the size of a piece of pencil lead.
Can we check it out?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
I keep that piece locked up.
That means it's a good one.
Yeah, this piece here, that's what they call the true Hiddenite. It comes from, it's about 15 miles from here at the Hidden Emerald Mine. That piece, because of the shape of it and the color of it, actually we had some of the Hiddenite people come over to look at it. But it's a crystal.
So it was found like that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Which I'd have broke it all to pieces if I'd been digging it. This is another piece. It's not as high quality. That's Hiddenite.
I'm not familiar with the stone. Like, what is it used for mostly? Jewelry or?
Jewelry,
Okay.
yeah.
Very cool.
I saw one piece that was about that long. This is priceless. I mean, we don't know what its value is. There's a guy up in Marion owns that.
And he just found it on the ground one day.
Old farmer, he was plowing, and the plow hit it and knocked it out of the ground. He reached down and picked it up.
Good for him.
What luck.
Yeah,
I don't have that kind of luck.
Y'all play the lottery.
Yep.
Well, before I get out of here, I'd like to buy a piece of silver. Do you have some vintage silver bars or?
Classic commemorative as well with the original box.
But this is the Lexington-Concord.
The Battle of Lexington classic commemorative that falls in line with what y'all were talking about.
Yeah.
In recent episode. Yeah.
I think this may be the.
Cool.
I've been doing this since 1988, and this may be the third one I've seen. This is Lexington-Concord. This is the original matchbox that they would issue those in.
Wow.
The one to really find, though, is the Stone Mountain that comes in these boxes. The box probably is worth $200 by itself, just for the box.
That is awesome. You guys give me a call if a Stone Mountain box comes in here.
Okay.
Hey, for real. I want that one too, but
I owned one before, and I regret I ever let it go, so I said I'm going to be sitting on this one.
very cool. All right, guys. Well, that's a lot of information for one video. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of new people out there looking for gold here in the near future.
Yeah, so Carolina Prospectors has the medals.
That's right, Carolina Prospectors, guys. And I'll, on the way out, I'm going to show them some more stuff. But thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure they see that we got the other precious metal. Just about any size you can think of.
What can you tell me about the price of ammo? Because just going off my memory, a few years ago, I was buying 223. They were like 25 cents a piece.
Yeah.
And now they're over 50 cents a piece.
Yep, and it's gone up since our political system is the way it is. It's really made some increases. The people are getting scared, and so they're stacking back.
Yeah.
Just like they are the silver, just like they are the gold coins and everything else like that, because they want to protect themselves.
Yeah.
We don't know what the government's going to do with it.
And it's very unlikely that the government is going to make the gun laws easiher for us in the future. It's just going to get harder and harder. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thanks again.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
My daddy used to tell me that we're going to be in the funny papers. We didn't make it in the funny papers, but if anybody wants to come by and bring their kids and they want to get one of these sheets and color it, once they color it, we'll give them a free gemstone.
Wow, that is awesome.
To see us.
Very cool.
So just something to have fun with.
Y'all don't miss that one. Thank you very much.
It's been good talking to you. Yes.
Oh, wow. What is that?
Ruby.
Okay. That's cool. Ruby's my favorite.
And then we have, this is your ruby in the rock. And a lot of times your fluorescent, so
Very cool.
which if you cut all the lights off, I mean, it's really, really bright.
Wow. That's crazy. So you don't know what they are?
Mm-mm. If you're gonna be posting that,
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Are you sure?
It's 1 1/4 ounce silver.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's Canadian. That's their bison, the buffalo.
Thank you very much, sir.